perform places in Trinidad already where people stand up like so just watching it because they don't really know you. You know what I mean? It are the ones who, they need it forward. And some of them stand up like this.
Listen, my Sheldon Mendoza. So don't say that I never told.
Hi guys, it's your girl Moja, and you know how we do it. Positive vibes, positive energy. And today we're here with King Lazarus. Now, King Lazarus has an extensive history, and you're going to find out all of that as we get into the interview. I don't want to leak anything now. It's a pleasure to have you with us here.
Give thanks, give thanks. Yeah. King Lazarus is just a humble person, he's just a humble youth, a recording artist. I've been doing the music ever since I know myself, Since I was a local youth going to school, I've been always loving music, And, the journey of life, you experience different things. And coming up in the music, it really start from like school days really,
Right.
Yeah. Me and a few brethren are talking about like secondary school, Form 1, Form 2, We already inspired and know what it was about, So we had like a sound system, a DJ crew, and that is the first experience of myself really. I've been writing music, singing, but wasn't really like taking it serious as an artist, and it's up until we had our own DJ crew. I started doing dub plates with the sound system, and when I see the reaction that it was having when we go to parties to play and things, well, it gave the encouragement, to say, you know what, you need to focus and write some song, because you see in the vibes,
Right.
Yeah,
So let's start with your name. What's your name?
The name that my parents give me.
The name that's on your ID card.
Alright, the name my parents give me is Sadiq. Some people pronounce it Sadiq. And my family name is Bess.
Okay. And your sobriquet is King Lazarus.
Well, as a youth now, growing up and the culture in Rastafari and the teachings, that name came to me like a spiritual blessing in a sense, like when they baptize, they get a new name.
Right.
Because as a Rasta youth, I've been reading my Bible, I'm talking about before I even become anything like Bobo or Nabi, anything like that. I've been reading my Bible and going to the Orthodox Church and things at that point in time. When I get baptized, to be truthful, the name King Lazarus, it was given unto me, and there's a spiritual meaning, they didn't just call it Lazarus, they call it King,
Right.
Because in this dispensation is no longer a lamb to the slaughter. We're going forward with a conquering spirit like the King of Kings. So the man says King Lazarus is the name, because they used to call me other names before as I used doing the music.
Right.
But the King Lazarus name stick to me, and then me reading my Bible and learn about Christ and who Lazarus was in the Bible. I said to myself, you can really represent that because it's really life over death. Lazarus in the Bible stand for, So I say, yeah, we work with that, and I'm talking about like the journey so long. I was already like a youth man, like probably 18 or 19 when I done start to see Rastafari already, and reading the Bible, and after going through the Orthodox Church and these type of things, you start to go 12 tribe, Nayabingi, Bobo Shanti. So I learned from all the different houses and mansions, and it started to make me realize it's about our own mansions meditation,
Right.
Because God never created nothing to separate nothing. Everything is just a fullness. The source create, we're using the word God, but God can mean anything. When we say the source or the almighty creator to everything, it governs everything, like even the word Rastafari. Ras means head and Tafari means creator. So as a youth, we're really reading Bible and hearing the Rasta man them teaching me that word song is power. Because the word song you make it have a powerful effect into the earth. Words have meaning. So that is why I hold on to Rastafari, and it teach me a lot.
What I'm hearing is humility, lots of humility, right?
Yeah.
And it leads me to my next question. You were instrumental in getting stuff done, and to make sure that you reach where you supposed to reach, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that journey wasn't
It wasn't easy at
an
all.
easy one.
No, no, no.
But you held strong and
Yeah.
persevered.
Yes.
And I speak about your humility because I know that you've sang not only in Trinidad and Tobago, but you've graced the stages in the
All
UK,
over, yeah.
the US. I mean, come on. What was that like for you?
Well, to be truthful, I more or less kind of grew up in Trinidad and overseas too at the same time. So within the pandemic period, 2019 is when I really came to Trinidad and kind of decided to live and do music with one of my close family really. He worked with me as part of my team as well. He was really instrumental in me making decision to really come to Trinidad. I was in Tobago before because I get some children over there as well. So, family thing, you have to deal with the youth.
Right.
And the decision to come to Trinidad, it's, to be honest with you, as a big man, this is the longest I lived in Trinidad, the past 5 years or so. And out of that 5 years, we was going through like a pandemic where the whole world was on a shutdown,
Yeah.
So, for me, the experience overseas is like, I'm not really too surprised or excited by things is because I'm expecting greatness in our life. And even the disappointment is not really disappointment because the bitterness is a healing. When you're sick, you need to drink some bush tea and don't put no sugar in it because the bitterness is the healing. So for me, the experience living in America as a youth man and living in England, basing really, is just normal for me. But it teaches you a lot because you're exposed to a more open-minded culture and a lot of different people from all over the world. So it really teaches you a lot. And I believe that's why I become so humble because nothing is really, I don't want to say it like we is God, but Christ was telling them this, we is God. Why must I bow to you to gain the world when the whole world is mine already?
Correct.
So that's the type of feeling I really feel on the inside. Yeah, we govern this whole thing and it's just full joy in the moment and watching our brothers and sisters live same way,
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you were supposed to, well, when you reached out to us and we got all of your stuff together, you sent everything for us, and we told you, okay, we wanted you to be a guest on the show and that kind of thing. You were very, and you were happy about it, and
Yeah.
you let us know that. But then things came and we had to do different events and we kept telling you, well, okay, we're doing something right now and we had to
Yeah.
push you back and you were not annoyed. You were like, okay, no problem. So as soon as things started back, even though there were other persons that we should have put in, I said, this guy, there's something about him and he's so humble, he just patiently waited and he didn't call, he didn't quarrel. But it found its way to you. And with that being said, everything in life that has to find you will find you. You understand?
I believe in that still. I believe in the humbleness because, as they say, what is to be will be. What don't miss you, don't pass you. And life teaches you to be like that. Life teaches you to be like that because you will ask 100 people to do something or buy something, and out of the 100 people you actually talk to, 3 of them might give you a positive reaction and actually spend with you. So you learn something about numbers not just necessarily numbers, but they learn something about personalities and people.
Correct.
So you just learn to take it with a pinch of salt, really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just sometimes it's good to just leave things as it is and just give thanks same way because that's it, you know?
We sometimes get distracted when things don't go our way. You understand? But once you're a praying person, right? And this is just my opinion. Once you're a praying person and you ask God for his guidance and his protection, when you get your way, you're supposed to say thank you.
What's a good
And then
chance,
when it is you don't get your way, he could be protecting you from something. So you're supposed to say thank you
you're
the
supposed to
same
give
way.
thanks the same way,
The
yeah.
same way. Because you don't
Yes.
know what is coming around the next bend, you know. But God does. You
I
understand?
think you see, being too eager or impatient. Because one of my brethren see me dealing with a situation and telling me, this is real life I'm talking here now, eh? You see me dealing with a situation and telling me, Bobo, you have a lot of patience and this, that, this, that. I just watch him and didn't say nothing really. I just, in my mind on the inside, I was just like, you don't even really understand life, you know what I mean? Yeah, nothing for you to try to force, rush, or nothing like that. I don't believe in these things, you know. I believe in being persistent. I believe in working hard.
Correct.
I believe in going hard for what you want, being diligent, all of these things. But you don't force nothing, neither rush nothing. And if somebody is willing to do what is need to be done, they're going to do it, regardless. Nobody have to tell you what to do.
Correct.
Because the way even how I deal with my children sometimes, yes, you have to talk to children and correct them, but I don't believe in beating a child for him to, when you pass a certain stage, age bracket, past like 5, 6, 7, 8 coming up, I supposed to be able to sit down and
And talk
reason
to
with
you.
you
Exactly.
and show you. And even when you make the mistake, remember I was telling you this, and look what going on. So you know now for sure. And this is how we really learn. We learn from experience. Old people used to say, don't do as I do as I say. You're teaching the children the wrong thing. You need to lead by an example. And it could be in a work environment. It could be in a loving relationship. It could be dealing with the children. We need to lead by example. So I say that, and I could even mention something even in the music industry in Trinidad, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of the people who might be in certain positions to make things, and this is what I observe over the few years that I am dealing in Trinidad here, you know. And they need to lead by example. Don't tell me that you're about pushing the youths and you're about pushing the local culture, the artists, and when you give one the opportunity to do so, you're not doing it. So I don't like that because somebody could say God, God, and the love God, but saying that you love God, I supposed to feel a vibration from you.
Correct.
When you could say move the table aside, and I supposed to feel the God in what you now say, and it's nothing to do with God you're talking about. So they can't fool me because this thing is really a spiritual child at the same time.
Correct.
I don't like these things. You know, we need to lead by example because the minute I was able to start producing myself and producing music, you know, the first thing I do, I start producing other artists who probably can't afford to go studio or who probably wouldn't have the opportunity to go in a studio, even if they have the money for somebody to give you the coaching and say, nah, sing that again and bring it out better because I could tell you could, I know your potential, you're better than that. So you see, and I don't make it big like Vibes Cartel or Buju Banton or Bounty Killer, nobody like that as yet. But as soon as I'm able to help myself, I'm helping people because all this in the creed of Rastafari. And when you really think about what Christ was teaching them, this is what he was teaching them because watch the things, you know, a lot of people just bash the Bible, they don't believe in the Bible, but a story is something that you could learn something from. Some of the stories in the Bible, whether it's fictional or non-true or whatsoever, a story is something that you can learn something from. And the first thing Christ did when he became acknowledgeable of himself and was conscious that he have a certain magnetism or powers, he started helping people. immediately, all he did was help people. So, but Bob Marley even, he said that on all in interviews. And I watched that as an interview as a youth man, and I always remember that Bob Marley say, when the man asks him about riches, what is riches? Riches is life. And if my life is for me selfish and I alone rich and happy, I don't want it. My life is for the people, you know. And this is how I kind of live my life, you know, and at the same time I learn to protect myself because and we're still vulnerable once you have that way about you, you're going to be vulnerable. So you need to kind of careful and know when to pull back. But nevertheless, don't be afraid to give up yourself and be free and be loving and giving because that's all it have in life.
We are servants first.
That is it, in service to others. Because your life is, I don't want to say your life is nothing, but your life belongs unto life. The source itself, you know. Yeah, that is the powers really, you know, and that's how we live, you know.
You know, when we say each one help one, we don't grasp how
Powerful it
how
really
powerful
is.
those words really are and where those words, those simple words, each one, 4 words, each one help one. Where
Each
that
one
could
help
take,
one, each one help one, each one teach one.
correct.
Now, when I need to sharpen the cutlass, I'm going to use a metal file to sharpen my metal blade. So
Right.
it's showing you that iron does sharpen iron. So we as people have to learn certain things. Even today I was mentioning to our sister that about astrology and certain things and compatibility. I believe any two people could be compatible in is that if we learn our personality traits, your positive and your negatives, or your strengths and your weakness, most of the times your weakness is going to be my strengths. And my strengths is also going to be your weakness sometimes. So this is how iron sharpen iron because the way how you use a cutlass or a blade or a knife is different to how you actually use the file to sharpen. And it fashion, even the two of them is metal, but it's shaped differently. So they just need to open up their mind and realize that
Yeah.
you separate yourself from creation and life. And the old people used to say God is love. I don't believe in saying the word L-O-V-E. I believe in living the word L-O-V-E.
I just say to people, don't tell me you love me. Show me you love me because love is an action word.
It's an action.
It's an action
It's an
word.
action.
I'm not even supposed to hear you say that. I am supposed to feel that every single day, every single minute of, you
The kind
understand?
of person I am, going through the struggle in life and have it very privileged and very hard. This is the balance we bring me to overstanding in life, right? When I say very privileged, as a youth man, I was able to experience a lot of things. And at the same time, by the time I was at least 16 years, I was practically on my own, doing my own thing
Right.
in a foreign country. You know, so I believe the love is really carry a longer way, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, love is really carry a longer way. And love no means you're stupid, you know. But God is love. The old people used to say that, you know. But it's more of a liberty. So it's nothing mysterious, but it's something natural right here, you know. And it's just to see it, you know. Don't separate yourself from life and doing job works, you know. Yeah, a lot of memorable moments to me. I mean, traveling a lot too, you know, and meeting a lot of people and things is memories to me, you know. And, you know, I mean, if talking about music and probably accomplishments and things, you know, it's like seeing not just as a youth man, you start something and you see it reach a level where, you know, you get number one song in certain places, the music might be on certain charts. Even though it mightn't be as the way I want it in Trinidad right now, you know, we're doing the work still.
Right.
And it catching on to the people, you know, because I believe work without faith, without the faith, is really useless.
Right.
You have the faith in yourself, you believe in yourself, other people give the you know, like the encouragement. You need to believe in yourself and be active as well, you know. Memorable moments is the people I meet on the journey. I talk about people who who not even affiliated with our culture, you know, as black people, African people, and even Rastafari, you know what I mean? And I made a lot of friends and a lot of connections, even in the business. And then one of the memories that's still sticking with me is doing the updates for some of these foreigners, in particular the Europeans and some people in South America and
Wow.
things like. You wouldn't believe how these people appreciate us as people from Trinidad, Jamaica, the Caribbean, Africa, you know. I love that, and I mean, it's our brothers and sisters who show us the love here, you know.
Yeah.
But a different outside, and I believe people just always feel the grass greener on the next side, but we here have it as a paradise. I'm telling you, you know, it's sad to see that the crime and certain things, but it's not that bad, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. To me, the place is a paradise.
And then you've been outside, so you know what to say.
The paradise is in the Caribbean or Africa. To me, I mean, I love America. I have my family out there, you know what I mean? Same way with Europe and England, you know. Family, children, all of that. But the Caribbean is a paradise. And these people love what we do. They love the way we speak.
Yeah.
Everything, you know.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
And you know, but not from a music perspective, you know, not from a singer's perspective.
On a whole.
Yeah, I've
On a
heard it
whole.
from other people who just visited
Yeah, on a
or
whole.
worked there or
Yes.
something. But to hear it from you, so how do they accept the music?
To me, from performing certain places, sometimes you're performing and there's only white people in the crowd. And sometimes I believe that they probably don't even speak the English too good. But they know, listen, they might speak English, but they know, the slangs or the patois we use in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they might be able to identify a few things. They might
Right.
not understand everything. And your vibes and the love and the energy that you presenting to them, they probably more or less working off of that. Because I perform places in Trinidad already where people stand up like so just watching it because they don't really know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's are the ones who, yeah, they need it forward. And some of them stand up like this. Not because they're not doing well, you know. It's because they're taking it in. Because I perform other places in different settings and I realize sometimes it's not about the hype and the bag of jump up and the noise. It's about delivering the message sometimes and showing people your talent, sing your song, you know, and actually deliver it so it could be received like, all right, especially if it's an English speaking audience.
Right.
Sing your song properly and let them fully understand what you're saying. So for me, I love it, you know, and this is why I say the beauty of the Most High really is in diversity. God didn't just create one thing. And the diversity, which means there's many different things making up one fullness.
Right.
So I love everybody on the earth, black, white, Chinese, Indian, pink, purple, blue, everybody, alien, angel, everybody, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So is there anything you'd like to say to the audience, young people especially?
One of the things I could say, make sure and subscribe to Moja, subscribe to King Lazarus YouTube channel, follow the music. But on a real note, life is about love and about happiness because everything we're doing really under creation is temporary, and the moment is the most powerful thing. The now moment is the most powerful thing, you know. Activate yourself. Whatsoever you might have as a desire or a dream or a talent or a skill or a trade. If it making you happy, I believe you should pursue it and just give your all. And the beauty of life is when you could share with others. Because imagine if you have $100 million and you lock up on one island by yourself. You could order anything and have it flying. But you have nobody to share and enjoy the moments or the time with. That is a sad life.
Correct.
So the beauty of life is sharing the joy with others. That's the most important thing to me, really. Sharing the joy with others, protecting yourself, obviously, but finding a way to make yourself happy and to live in love and to fulfill and manifest the highest expression of yourself. Yeah.
So where can they find you on social media?
You could follow me on TikTok, Real King Lazarus. I use Facebook, Instagram, same thing, Real King Lazarus over the YouTube. Subscribe to the official artist channel, King Lazarus. I mean, we're creating a lot of content. Every month I try to put out a new song and a new video. Sometimes 2 songs dropping. So we really keeping the work going, we being active, and we creating content just to really, share joy with the people as well, but also to show them and enlighten them that this thing is all about love. And the moment that we have, it's better be happy than sad. Like, nobody not saying to be like a clown laughing. But you know the good, how you feel on the inside when you're fulfilled in a situation, or you're fulfilled in business, or you feel fulfilled in a relationship. Even I don't like to quote the Bible much because a lot of people fight the Bible because the meditation is supposed to rise above just what a man writes, right?
Right.
But also, it have a book that tell you, it have a time and a place for everything. And after the greatest man who once lived, which was King Solomon, he lived and tell you, the only greatness a man really have is to be joyful and merry and to be happy on all the days of his life and praise the Most High. To have nothing else for a man. Everything else is vanity under the sun.
And you heard it here first on Up Close and Personal with Moja. Bye.
To my girl, Moja. She got the tea, got the juice, got the soda. She got